Hi friends, this is my night tutorials in 20 minutes show. So in my previous video I have started with algebra, first chapter of algebra, that is arithmetic progression, and we have learnt something about sequence and something about difference between sequence and sets. Let's have a quick glance on it and let's move further. So what is sequence? Sequence is a collection of numbers which are arranged in definite order according to some definite rule. And also sets is also a collection of numbers. So what is the difference between sequence and sets? Sequence follows, in sequence it has definite order. Sets, the numbers are random, no definite order. In sequence the numbers cannot be rearranged, sets can be rearranged. In sequence same value can appear many times, and in sets any value can appear only once. This is the difference between sequence and sets. So there are two types of sequences, finite and infinite. Finite sequences have limited numbers, they end at certain point, and infinite sequence they are never ending. So a sequence is denoted by Tn with curly braces. The first term in a sequence is denoted by T1, second term by T2, third term by T3, and so on, as nth term is denoted by Tn. And Sn is the summation of all the terms of the sequence, which can be written as Sn is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 and so on plus Tn. Also on the formula, Tn is equals to, in terms of summation, Sn minus Sn minus 1. This is another formula for Tn. So based on that we solved some examples. So after this we will be moving to exercise 1.1 and we will be starting with some new type of sums. So let's start. Here it is given first question: for each sequence find the next 4 terms. He has given us a sequence and is asking to find us next 4 terms. So he has given us T1 is equals to 2. In this first question, T1 is equals to 1, T2 is equals to 2, T3 is equals to 4, T4 is equals to 7, T5 is equals to 11. He is asking us T6, T7, T8, T9, 4 terms. Let's see. T1 is equals to 1. What is the relation? We need to find some relation between this sequence. I mean to say relation between second term with the first, third term with the second, fourth term with the third, fifth term with the fourth. The relation will exist same with all the terms. Like we have learned in sequence that these are arranged according to some definite rule. We need to find out that rule. So he has given us the first term as T1 is equals to 1, then second term as T2 is equals to 2. So we can assume that 1 is equals to 2 is equals to 1 plus 1, which can be written as 1 plus 1. So if I consider this one as term number 1, as you can see it, we know that the second number is definitely related to the first number. So if I assume that T1 is equals to T2 is equals to T1 plus 1, can it fulfill? Let's see with the third time if this assumption is true or not. T3 he is saying as 4 is equals to T, we can write as, here we have written T1 na? So it will be here t, it should be here t2 plus 1 if we are assuming it. So our t2 was 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, so this assumption is wrong. Again, if I consider this 1 as n minus 1, if I write this as n minus 1, if I consider this, so here it is t1 plus 1, and here it is t2. Our t2 is 2, t2 plus 2, which is equals to 4. Our t4 is equals to 7, which is equals to t3 plus 3 is equals to 4 plus 3, right? So in this fashion we get t5 is equals to 11, which is equals to, we can assume t4, which is 7 plus 4, so 7 plus 4 will be 11. So that definite rule we can say that as tn is equals to tn minus 1, t5 is equals to t4, so here it is n minus 1 plus, everywhere we get 1 1, here n is equals to this, and this number is equals to this number, this number is equals to this number, so this is n minus, if this is n minus 1, then this will also be n minus 1. So this is our definite order, definite rule. So using this rule, our t6 will be is equals to t5 plus 5 minus 1. Our t5 is equals to, our t5 is 11, 11 plus 5 minus 1 is 4, which is equals to 11 plus 1 4 is 15. अपना t6 है 15. Similarly t7 will be t6 plus 6 minus 1, which is equals to, our t6 is 15 plus 6 minus 1 is 5, which is equals to 20. t7 is 20. Similarly t8 is equals to t7 plus 7 minus 1, which is equals to, t7 क्या है 20 plus 7 minus 1 क्या है 6, therefore अपना t8 है 20 plus 6 is equals to 26. फिर बचा t9, अपना t9 will be equals to t n minus 1 8 plus n minus 1 9 minus 1, which is equals to, I guess we did something wrong. Now t6 will be here 6 minus 1 5 1, here it will be 5, so it is 16 over here. This will be 16 ना, मैन बोलो यार मुझे कोई तो. 7 minus 1 6, 16 plus 6 will be 22. This will be 22 plus 8 minus 1 7, 22 plus 7 29. Or t8 9 minus 1, which is equals to, t8 is 29 plus 9 minus 1 8, which is equals to 37. Now t9, the last term, fourth term is 37. So we get t6 is equals to 16, t7 is equals to 22, t8 is equals to 29, and t9 is equals to 37. So the answer is the next 4 terms of the sequence are 16, 22, 29 and 37. This is our first problem. The second one is 1. The second sequence is 1, 2, sorry, it's 3, 9, 27 and 81. This is the given sequence. So first term he has given t1 is equals to 3. Let's see the relation between the second term and the first term. He has given t2 is equals to 9. We see that it is the square of the first term. Three square. T3 is equals to 27. 27 seems to be the cube of 3, and T4 as 81, which looks like the quadruple of 3. So the definite rule, our equation, we come to know that the equation is Tn is equals to 3 raised to n. So similarly our T5 will be 3 raised to 5, which is equals to obviously 3 raised to 4 into 81, which 3 raised to 4 into 3, which is equals to 81 into 3, which is equals to 3 3 is a 3 1 is 3, 8 is a 24, 243. And T6 will be 3 raised to 6. We can directly write as 3 raised to 5 into 3, which is equals to 243 into 3, which is equals to 3 3 is a 9, 4 3 is a 12, 1 carry over, 3 2 is a 6 plus 1, 729. Next term T7 is equals to 3 raised to 7 is equals to 3 raised to 6 into 3 is equals to 3 raised to 6 क्या है अपना 729 है into 3, 9 3 is a 27, 2 carry over, 3 2 is a 6 plus 2 8, 3 7 is a 21. Last term T8 is equals to 3 raised to 8 is equals to, we can write 3 raised to 7 into 3 is equals to 2187 into 3 is equals to 7 3 are 21, 2 carry, 8 3 are 24 plus 2 26, 2 carry, 3 1 are 3 plus 2 5, 3 2 are 6. So these are the next 4 terms of our sequence. The next 4 terms of the sequence are 243, 729, 2187, 6561. This was easy compared to the previous one, I see. Yes. So let's move on to the third question. Third question which is given is 1, 3, 7, 15, 31 and so on. This is an infinite type sequence. All the sequences given here are infinite type. Yes, totally given for this question number 1 of exercise 1.1 is given totally 10 sequences. We need to find, and we will find the answers, the solution for all the sequences. So here he has given us term number 1 as equals to 1. and T2 as equals to 3. So it looks like, if you compare it to the first term, then we can see that it is 1 plus 2. I can safely assume it. T3 is equals to 7. If I can compare it with the previous term, that is T2, can see 3 plus 4 is 3 plus 4 is this 7. So for if finding the relation, T4 is equals to I don't find any relation, but if I assume, if I cancel, if I see, I can use this 1 into 2 plus 1. On the 2 plus 1, and here if I see 1 is the term number 1, this is T1, and here if I use 3 into 2 plus 1, this is T2. So I can safely assume that T1 into 2 plus 1, here T2 into 2 plus 1, in term of 15, in case of this 15 also we get this one as correct. T will be 7 into 2 plus 1, 7 to the 14 plus 1, 15, we are getting it. So हमें मिल रहा है, so 7 क्या है अपना T3 into 2 plus 1. Similarly T5 क्या है 31. Last check for the rule. T5, so previous term क्या है अपना 15 into 2 plus 1, 15 to the 30 plus 1, 31 हमें मिलता है. So T4 into 2 plus 1. So अपना सीक्वेंस का इक्वेशन आता है Tn is equals to 4 is 1 less than 5. So T5 minus 1, Tn minus 1 into 2 plus 1. So this is the equation for our sequence. So अपना term है T6, so is equals to T6 minus 1 into 2 plus 1 is equals to T6 minus 1 is 5 into 2 plus 1 is equals to T5 क्या है 31 into 2 plus 1 is equals to 31 into 2 62 plus 1 63. T7 is equals to T7 minus 1 into 2 plus 1 is equals to T6 into 2 plus 1. Now T6th term has 63. Do it this sums carefully. It looks easy, but easy है, but तुमको कब ट्रिक करेंगे तुमको समझ में नहीं आएगा. So friends, be careful while solving these sums. अपना T6 है 63 into 2 plus 1 is equals to 3 to the 6, 2 6 are 12 plus 1 is equals to 127. टर्म नंबर 8 है t8 minus 1 into 2 plus 1 is equals to t7 into 2 plus 1 is equals to t7 है अपना 127 into 2 plus 1 is equals to 7 2s are 14, 1 carry over here, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5, 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is equals to 255, and term number 9 is equals to t, you can write it, t directly write t8 into 2 plus 1 is equals to t8 into 2 plus 1 is equals to t8 term है ना 255 into 2 plus 1 is equals to 255, 5 is a 10, 1 carry over, 5 is a 10 plus 1 11, 1 carry over, 2 is a 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 which is equals to 511. So this is our fourth term. So that's all for today. We'll stop here. Our 20 minutes are completed. We'll try to go fast in the in the next session. So we'll stop here today. Good night friends, bye, take care.